front. I'm gonna work my way back. Okay, so the front, yeah, you guys have all heard about the brake line. Yeah, it's kind of vulnerable, whatever. I haven't had any problems, but yeah, it's vulnerable. You could have a problem eventually, maybe if you smacked a rock, but when it comes to braided brake lines, the brakes are pretty decent on this thing. I ride this thing fairly hard. For what it is, I do. I ride it fairly hard, and it's done a good job, man. The brakes are great. It doesn't have any brake disc guards. It'd be kind of nice, but I'm also, at the same time, I'm trying to be mindful of weight. I'm trying not to add too much weight to this bike. So, front forks, not bad, man. I haven't done any adjustments to the forks. I do think, just based on what I'm reading so far, I'm kind of heavy. I was up to 225. I'm now at about like 215. My plan is to get down to 175. That's my wish list, but for right now, I'm still fat, and so I need to do something about the suspension. So I am going to. My plan is anyway. Change the fluid on the forks. Probably go a little bit heavier weight. Maybe put some preload on the springs. Slow down the damping. I haven't touched anything on the forks yet. Okay. Rear suspension, man, world of difference. When I first started riding this bike, it was like a pogo stick. I mean, I was like, whoa, I don't know about this rear shock, if this is gonna work. But I slowed it only has one adjuster on it, but I slowed that thing way down. I screwed it all the way in. You can't over tighten it, but once you know that it's seated, I think I backed it out like 2 or 3 clicks or something like that, and then wow, what world of difference. Same deal there, though. I am thinking about, I don't know if I can or not. I've been reading up on this thing, but whether or not, if I can do it, I may put a little bit of heavier oil in it. If I can find a heavier spring or whatever. If you guys got suggestions on the rear shock, I would like to go with something a little bit more. I am going to put some more weight on this thing when I go for my big rides. And I'm going to show you guys my setup. I have a setup already for this thing for my big adventure rides. And I've already tested it all out. Works great. I would like to do something about the rear shock, though. It's decent right now, but I am concerned about it. I would like to do something about it. Anybody who's got suggestions, please let me know. That's the one thing I'm still working on trying to figure out. Okay, I said I was going to go front to back. I'm sorry, I'm going to jump around a little bit. So the headlight, man, the headlight's good, man. Not bad. I'm pretty impressed with it, actually. I've ridden with it. It's not as good as I want. That's why I got these bigger lights up here. I'm thinking about not only having, I'm gonna have these, I'm thinking about anyway, I haven't wired it yet, but I'm thinking about having my other lights hooked up. It's got a nice setup with the flashers, and then where you can flash your high beam real quick, and then easy switch from high beam to low beam. And I'm thinking about making it so that when I switch to high beam, that the main lights turn on with it, just at the same, just all one switch. It'll either be low beam, just the headlight, or high beam, the high beam on the headlight plus those lights. I'm also thinking about maybe trying to put some amber lights low on the forks. They say that's a good idea for riding in the dust. A lot of times I am riding the last guy in the pack because I am on a smaller bike and I am going a little slower. So the other guys are going a little faster than me. So I do get riding the dust a lot. Having amber lights would kind of help that. When we're coming back home at dusk. So I'm thinking, I've got some ideas on how I might mount them. So I'm thinking about that. Anybody's got suggestions, let me know. Anybody has suggestions about the front forks, how much preload, what weight of oil, whatever you got, let me know. I'm gonna jump to tires real quick. You know what, I gotta tell you, man, I first got this bike, I think it had like 30, whatever it comes recommended, I think it's like 35 psi, and I just rode it just like that. I just rode it just the way it was. Super hard. I never ridden a dirt bike with hard, like I usually ride like 10 to 15 pounds right in there, and I rode it at 35 pounds, and I couldn't believe how well these tires did off-road. I mean, for what they are, I mean, these are, yeah, they're like a 50-50 tire, maybe something like that, but they don't have a very aggressive tread. And then the other thing, with the high tire pressure, I thought for sure I was going to have to air down right away. This thing just stuck, man. I've got 1,500 miles on these tires already. They're doing decent still. I'm still not losing control or anything like that. I don't have a ton of power, so, it's not like I'm breaking free all the time. But it's held up pretty decent. I was pleasantly surprised. So yeah, I probably am not going to continue to run these tires once they sorry, I had a bee jump on me. Once they wear out, I'm probably going to put, you know, more of a dirt oriented set of tires on this thing. But overall, I'm impressed. You know what? For what they are, these things did a great job. Okay, 18, 21, 18 rear, 21 inch front. That's perfect, man. That's what you want for off-road dirt bike. For dual sporting, it's perfect. Tons of great tire options. That's what handles well in the dirt out here. So yeah, great setup. Let me see, what else can I tell you about this? Okay, things I don't like about the bike. Maybe I'll jump over there a little bit. I'm gonna jump around, like I said. Gear shifter, like I told you, it's not a foldable gear shifter. You gotta have, in my opinion, if you're gonna ride off-road, you really should end up having a foldable gear shifter. But for the price of this bike, like, hey, whatever, man. It comes with, you know, that's an upgrade, right? I love the electric start. Love it. Absolutely love the electric start. This thing starts right up all the time. Never use a choke. It's perfect all the time. Never have a problem with it. And I love the fact that it's got a Kickstarter on it. However, that brings me to my other pet peeve. I love the fact it has a Kickstarter on it, but this Kickstarter is in the way. I mean, it sticks out. Like, I don't know if you can see that, man. It sticks out too far, man. I mean, like, my legs, you know, they come here. My boot is always hanging up on this thing. I'm always getting that ratcheting sound. Like, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep the Kickstarter for sure, because when I'm on one of those big long trips, and if my battery dies somewhere way out in the middle of nowhere, I want to have a Kickstarter. You can always pop start it, but if you happen to be somewhere that you can't pop start it, it's really nice to have a Kickstarter. It's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna put it in my tire kit side over here, which I don't open this side. I haven't even opened it yet since I've had the, oh no, I take that back. My first 50 miles, I got flat, man. I ran over a drywall screw just here locally, man, right off the side of a road. Anyway, that was it. I changed the tube, but since then I haven't even opened up this tire pack. So that's where my Kickstarter is gonna go. That's gonna make it so that I'm not having this issue anymore. This thing is really uncomfortable when I ride. I don't like it. I love the fact it has a Kickstarter, though. I'm not complaining. Okay, that brings me to a couple other things since I'm here. This, oh yeah, kickstand too. I'm gonna come back to that. So the pillion pegs, passenger pegs. I love the fact that it's got the pegs on there, and it's great because I've been able to take my wife, you know, occasionally here and there. But now that I've had the bike a while, she really hasn't asked to go riding. It's working out well for this, for me to give me a tie point here, but I could easily still use this point. I'm considering taking this off just because I'm concerned about this here, riding off road and like getting my leg, slicing my leg on this thing or something like that. If I, you know, happen to like take a fall or you know, whatever, get pinched or something like that. It's a little sharp. It does kind of stick down. I don't really like, I see this as a safety concern for off-road. I think for regular riding it's great, but for me personally, I'm not so crazy about having this on there. I love the convenience of being able to take my wife on the bike. Okay, I'm gonna jump over here real quick. The kickstand. So the kickstand, I love the fact it has a kickstand, of course, and it's a sturdy kickstand. And I mean, I use this kickstand to spin the bike around, you know, easily. It's a strong kickstand. I've heard some guys, some of the hot guys, I think I've heard of complaints where they've had issues and stuff, but so far this kickstand has been strong and good. Here's my concern. The thing I don't like is that when you put the kickstand up, it sticks out, man, kind of far. Let me see if I can hold my bike here. I don't know if you can see that, but you see that? It sticks out pretty far. And why don't I like that? Well, when I go to push the bike, just even pushing it around the house or something like that, I don't know if you can see that, but I have snagged my leg, man, on this thing multiple times, and man, does it hurt. The other concern is just like the passenger pegs, I'm worried about the same thing when I'm riding, that I'm liable to scrape my leg on that thing or smack my leg on that thing or bust my leg on that. So I'm gonna try and come up with something here. I'd like to get this, take these off. I'd like to get this. Oh, and also when I'm riding, my foot, the rear of my foot ends up being like on that thing, and it's always in the way. It's very uncomfortable. So it's just, I guess it might just be my riding style, my riding position, I don't know. But, and it could also be because my shifter is so short and kind of pushes my foot back. Maybe once I change this, I might adjust my position and that won't be so much of a problem. I don't know yet. But I would like, it still doesn't address this issue that I have, that it sticks out too far. The other thing is that this little foot right there, that little foot, see how it's like cupped upward? That thing is just like, it's like a big ice cream scoop. I could just see that thing like just taking a big ice cream scoop right out of your thigh or your calf. So I'm like big time concerned about this. I want to change this. I'd like to mount it so that the hinge is like right up here somewhere, and then it tucks and goes right up here by the subframe like this, and then comes down, and which might have to be longer, which I'm okay with. But if it just tucks out of the way, you know, then I'm gonna be happy. So anyway, that's another project. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but it's on my list of things that I want to do to this bike. Otherwise, strong kickstand. I love it. It's great. The lights are fantastic on this thing. All the LED lights, the brake lights are bright, the blinkers are bright. The exhaust is, you know, it's a good exhaust. I have some plans on the exhaust. I've been watching what other guys are saying, and you know, what they've done, different setups. There's all kinds of different stuff. You can buy one off of Amazon, and there's a couple other people who have different ones now. I'm going to try and keep this stock exhaust. I've got some plans for it, some modifications I'm going to do to it, and I'll show you guys what I'm going to do. Okay, so all right, I'll show you guys later my big adventure pack. I'll do that on another video. What have I done as far as like power and upgrades and all that kind of stuff? Okay, so far this bike's pretty stock. The only thing I have done is I changed the air filter. Put a K&N air filter on it. I didn't like the stock air filter because it was it didn't seem like it was one that you could oil. Maybe you can, I might be wrong there, but I just went and ordered, the price was about the same. I ordered a K&N filter. I'm pretty happy with it. I'll show you how I had to do a little modification, but it was not a big deal. And then I did rejet, and that made a huge difference. The jetting, I just ordered the jet kit from CSC. I went originally, I think it came with on the main, I changed the pilot, whatever, I forgot the numbers, whatever it was that it came with. I did what they recommend, move the clip down one, which brought the needle up one notch. And then I put it came with a 112 and a 115 main jet. I thought right away, because I thought it was just running so lean before, I'm like, I'm putting a 115 in it. I put a 115 in it, it really didn't run that great. So I put a 112 in it, boom, it sharpened right up. 112 with basically the only changes that I had made was just the air filter, and that's it. And I just changed those settings on the carburetor. Went to the 112 main, went down one position on the needle, which brought the needle up one notch, and then I think you do something with the air screw too. Whatever they recommend is what I did. Sharpened it right up. Then what else did I do to this thing? I've done one other modification that I can think of right now, is that I did a flywheel timing advance key. I had read some on